Otherwise, mainly giant fries. Thank you very much, Jess.
Morning. I've made you a coffee. I thought you might need one.
You're not going back to bed?
I wish.
I like the way you touch me there. I like the way you pull my hair. Baby, if I don't feel it, I ain't faking, no.
I've got to go to work.
I like when you tell me kiss it, yeah. I like when you tell me move it there.
No, really. My new boss starts today.
Shame.
Yeah. It is. Can you let yourself out when you're ready? Will you give me a call?
Yeah, well. So how can I help?
You can come with me to your mum's office. We need to tell her what's gone on.
No, we don't need to do anything.
Jess, last night should never have happened.
You know, it's okay. I don't feel exploited. He didn't abuse me.
Jess.
No, I wanted it to happen.
But that doesn't make it all right. Now, come on, you're coming with me.
No, do you know what? Just don't. Don't go. You don't understand.
No, well, maybe I don't, but this needs to be dealt with.
You can't just go in and tell her on the first day, all right? You can't. Just please, just don't tell her. Just don't.
Okay. Okay, I won't. But I'm going to resign.
Why?
Because I can't be your teacher anymore, not after... It wouldn't be right. Yeah. Come here.
What? I'm not allowed to speak to you anymore.
I'm at school. You can't do this.
Answer my text and I won't need to. Chris, it is not a big deal.
It's Mr. Mead, and it's a huge deal.
You know what? We've got something, okay? And I'm not going to let it just go away because you're scared of my mum.
Look, all I'm asking is that you don't make this any more difficult than it already is. We made a mistake. Let's move on. I don't want to hurt you, but that is the reality. I know that you've been through the mill.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing.
No. Tell me.
Your mum told me about your sister.
What? She told you that?
The point is, me and you is never going to happen. And that's not because I'm scared of your mum. I think that she's amazing, everything that she's been through.
Oh, yeah. She's a real saint. You know what? You have not got the first clue what she's really like, okay? Not the first clue.
Chris?
Mr. Mead. Chris. It's not like how she's making it out.
If you and Vicky have got a personal problem, then that's your issue. But if I catch you hitting anyone again, I'll make sure you're excluded.
I'm the best in the biz, right next to the kid. Everybody say my name now. Chip, chip. They're like chips, he's a swagathon. Annoys the haters like a tiger.
Have you made it up with Vicky yet? You should, you know, you're good mates. Why was she saying all that stuff about you, Jess?
I haven't told her about you, that's what you're worried about.
Actually, it's not, no. I'm worried about you.
Well, I thought you told me not to come to you anymore.
I've come to you. I want to know what's going on. See, I saw Vicky in the nurse's office this morning, and for what she said when you were arguing, I'm guessing that she wasn't there for herself. If you're not adult enough to go and get the morning after pill yourself, then you're not adult enough to be having sex in the first place.
I did go and get it for myself in the end, actually. And I don't need you to tell me. I've got a life. Just because you don't want me, there are plenty of people that do.
So it is true what Vicky's saying about all these different blokes. Jess, do you know how dangerous that is?
Don't worry. I've got good taste.
I think you're unhappy. And I think that you should talk to your mum about it. You need to talk to someone.
Just not you.
Your mum needs to know.
Leave her out of it, yeah?
She'd be able to help you, Jess.
If you breathe a word of this to my mum, I swear to God, I will tell her everything.
All right, yeah. I see. I was wondering when all this would start.
I mean it. And then you won't work here or anywhere else again, okay? Mr. Mead.
Hello?
It's me.
Jess, what are you doing here?
I, need to talk to you. Explain.
All right. Come to the first floor.
Yeah, I know. I've been here before, remember?
Come on in. Your parents are really worried about you, you know that?
So? What about you?
Yeah, I'm me, of course I am. Why do you think I talked to your mum about it?
'Cause you feel something for me. Why else would you risk your job? Why would you come and see me when you think that there are other blokes?
Because what you're doing is dangerous and I feel responsible.
I know that I've been stupid, okay? But it's just because... Well, you said that nothing could happen and I thought you meant it and...
I did mean it. I do. You're playing with fire, Jess. I know what that club is like.
Yeah. So why didn't you tell my mum that bit, eh? You can grass me up, can't you? But keep yourself out of it.
I wanted to tell her as soon as I found out who you really were, but you asked me not to.
Well, what do I know? I'm just a little kid, aren't I?
Yes, actually, you are. And it's becoming more and more obvious how vulnerable you really are. You need help, Jess.
I need you. You're right. I'm unhappy. I am. Bex is gone, and it feels like she's the biggest thing in our family. It's like they don't care about anybody else, do you know what I mean? And sometimes I just feel like I'm disappearing. I want to go out and I meet people that like me. It just makes me feel special for once. None of them guys hang around. Neither do I mean... Don't want them to find out that I'm just a nobody.
You're not a nobody.
Don't care. Because the whole time I'm just wishing that they were somebody else. You.
No. Jess, I'm so sorry.
Are you saying that you could never feel the same way?
That is exactly what I'm saying.
What about if I wasn't at school?
It is never gonna happen. Now I want you to call your mum and tell her that you're safe.